Hello everyone, welcome back to the Predator International 10-Ball Championship at the Riviera Hotel and Casino in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. We are brought to you today by Predator Cues, jbetpoker.net, and O-Zone Billiards. Play in the zone. Hello everybody, I'm Jerry Forsyth. I'm joined in the booth today by David Thompson. David is the president and CEO of Medium Pool, Pool's premier marketing and advertising company. He knows a little bit about the game. David, how are you today?
Hey, happy to be here, Jerry. Thanks for inviting me.
What a great match this will be. Orcollo versus Drago. This may not take very long. It's a race to 11, but these boys can really put the balls away, and Drago flies around the table.
And so does Orcollo. These guys really, I think there should be a speed test on these people. Not on their break shot, but on their timing it takes to go around the table and run out. I think that probably the record would go to Drago, but it'll be interesting to see how fast they're playing today.
Well, this is 10-ball, and that one extra ball on the table makes a huge difference in the game. The triangle rack, instead of the diamond that you see in 9-ball, results in fewer balls going on the break. There's a lot more traffic to navigate on the table as a result, so it's the early game strategy that you really need to watch, because these fellas want to set this table up and deny their opponent any opportunity at getting out.
That he's racking right now. It's a really interesting rack. There's little laser beams that go straight, as you can see it right there. There's a little red dot in the middle of the C, and the red dot at the front of the rack, which heads right up towards that cue ball or the rail and leaves a little red mark. And then it also goes, the ones on the side go out towards the diamond on the side. It makes it real easy to know that you're straight, that's for sure. There's also another interesting rule, actually, that once you take the rack off the balls, you cannot touch the balls after that.
Well, the tables have been in use now for most of this week. They're getting a little wear on them, so the racking is a little bit more difficult than it was earlier in the week, but they seem to be managing. You know, this is interesting to me. He's breaking from the side, and that is not a break that's worked real well for people on this table this week. It's the straight-on break that seems to be working better, but we'll see how Dennis does.
Well, he does have a power break. He can get the balls moving. 10-ball went straight towards the corner pocket, so much for that thought, Jerry.
Well, the 10-ball on the break doesn't count.
And it doesn't count, but it's still, that's a good point. It doesn't count. Yes, indeed. It gets re-spotted. Here's Tony. How long? Let's get your stopwatches ready to see how long it takes Tony to get out here.
Yeah, don't blink. You'll miss it.
Unless he's going to come around and do something with that 3-ball here. Just like that. Perfect.
Tony plays with a snooker cue. He began his billiard career in the game of snooker, and he still uses that cue.
Oh, yep.
Boy.
That was a sneaky one.
He used all the pocket.
I think he's jumping this one, Jerry. I don't think he'll be jumping with a snooker cue.
No, I don't think so.
He's playing the safety up behind this. Always look for a blocker. And no, I don't think he got it. And Dennis will probably do the same thing to him. Maybe sneak the cue ball behind the 10 there.
Yeah, he could put it there or hide it behind that 8-ball. He has his choice of where to send this cue ball.
And I think he wants to send the 5. Oh, he doesn't have enough room to do that, Jerry. Maybe he's trying to cut it. No. There. Yeah, you're right. He's actually trying to bank it. Not trying, indeed. He's banked that ball. Beautifully done.
What a shot. Dennis is one of the premier players out of the Philippines. He's the only player that Efren Reyes admits he's afraid of.
That's an interesting statement. I thought Efren was afraid of you, Jerry.
Yeah, but not because of my pool game.
Not your pool game. It's what you might talk about him while you're on the air. Well, the nice thing about Dennis is he actually feels comfortable in Las Vegas. 2 years ago, he won the BCA Open here on ESPN. And last year, he won the Qatar Open, too. So he's no stranger to taking titles.
Oh, yeah, what a player. Both these guys. I mean, I love the games of both these guys, and they're contrasting styles. Tony seems to be a very instinctive player, whereas Dennis has so much knowledge about the game that he's pretty much pre-planned when he comes to the table, but it's always a study for him.
That's right.
And Drago threw his hand up there. He apologized to Dennis because he got a safety that he really didn't intend.
Got a little lucky there. Oh, well, that's the name of any game when there are balls flying around. You can't control them all, I don't think. He might get lucky here, too. He could make this 5. He could spin off this 5 and carry him into that 10 ball. And I'm sure that's crossing his mind as he looks at the table right now. Oh, he's coming the other way.
Yeah, he's going to go the safe way.
He's going to go the assured hit, yeah.
Doesn't want to give up ball in hand with that 10 ball near that pocket.
Yeah, or with 6 balls on the table to Tony. That's about 6 seconds and the game will be over. Beautifully hit. He's making a little. Nope. No, Tony tease himself with that 10 ball and with the cue ball.
I doubt it, but this is a real tester. This is.
Yeah, he could make it. The 5. Oh, he drew it over. He wasn't interested in this 10 ball at all. No.
Well, I'm afraid he's giving this rack away now, Dave.
He sold it indeed. Well, he did make a good effort at that 5.
Yeah. I've never understood how he can aim as fast as he plays. It takes me longer to see the balls than it does for him to strike them.
It's true. He walks into the shot. That's what I figured he does. He walks into the ball aiming. And so when he bends over, he knows exactly where he wants to hit it. And he 2 strokes most balls. Yeah, we can be assured that Dennis is out here. I've never seen him not get out from a position like this.
Love watching Orcollo play. He just doesn't miss much. And with the drop of this 10 ball, Dennis Orcollo will be the one to draw first blood. It's a race to 11. Orcollo leads 1-0.
And it's winner breaks and winner racks.
Yeah.
So no excuses, gentlemen. Yeah, Dennis is enjoying himself in America, although he misses his family at home. His wife Rona, he says hi, and his kids are there too. He lives in Manila. A bit like most pool players, he lives out of a suitcase and travels all over the world, and he's happy to be here too.
Well, one little side light about Dennis. I don't know if you've ever heard him do this, but he sings like a bird. He has a beautiful voice, very professional voice.
Really, that's you know what the interesting thing is. I have a Filipino girlfriend, and it's the law that you got to have a karaoke machine.
Yes, it's very popular.
It's the law.
It really is.
If you go to Perica's house here in Los Angeles, you got to sing karaoke, and that's not a good thing for me. But that can clear a room quicker than you can, Jerry. Quicker than you.
Every tournament they go to, they find a karaoke restaurant or bar or something somewhere they can go sing.
They love to do it, and I'm not surprised he sings like a bird. I'm just not. It doesn't surprise me at all.
We were actually in a hotel lobby in, golly, where were we? I think it was the United Arab Emirates last year, and we heard this singing. We thought it was the radio playing through the speakers of the hotel, and turned around and it was Dennis singing.
And what was he singing? Do you remember, just for interest's sake?
You know, I really don't. No, I sure don't.
Oh, interesting. It was an English song in English.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you another thing too. it's a fabulous way for people to learn English. I know a lot of countries, and that's how they in Germany and whatever, people learn to speak by singing rock and English and American rock and roll songs.
As long as it's not Elvis, it's fine with me.
You don't want them to ruin the man, is that what you're saying?
No, I never was a fan, I'm afraid.
You never been a fan of Elvis?
No,
That's
never.
positively un-American, Jerry. We're going to have to check your passport, my friend.
No, I was, Jerry Lee Lewis, Little Richard, all those boys.
Ah, the innovators,
Yeah, I thought Elvis was all show.
Yeah. But you brought it to the masses. We got to love him for that.
Oh,
we got
boy.
a problem here. Oh, yep. I think he's on the wrong side of that 10 ball. Yep.
Yeah, I think he needed to run into that cluster a little bit down there and stop with that one ball.
Actually, I think he's taking this game rather seriously. He's playing a little slower pace than usual.
It's the slowest I've ever seen him play.
Really? And, well, of course, it is 2 o'clock in the afternoon here in Las Vegas, and he's only been up for probably 20 minutes.
Yeah, he had a day off yesterday because he came through very quickly through the preliminary stages, and he was going crazy not being able to play.
Yeah, exactly. He loves the competition. He was also, oops.
No, he's okay.
There we go. He was a little disappointed in his performance at the World Pool Masters. He didn't last too long there. Lost in the first round, but he's playing with a vengeance here. Perfectly right.
Such a natural talent.
Yeah.
There's no way you can study this form. You just have to have it.
Yeah, he's playing the right way too. A lot of players might have tried to draw that back. He knows to go 2 rails into the natural shape on the 10, or the 9, excuse me, and now natural to the 10.
We're tied at 1. Early days yet. But we've had an awful lot of very, very tight, close matches on this TV table. They have gone the distance.
Yeah, it was great last night watching Oliver Ortman and Kim Davenport go. Oliver had Kim like 7-6 or so. All right, sorry, 9-6,
Yep.
9-7. Came back to tie the match, and at 9, and then Oliver took it. And Martinez last night had a good match with Torsten Holman until it got near the end, and then Torsten just ran away with it. And Martinez is another speedy player, doesn't spend any time at the table.
Yeah.
And what a break. What a break. He's going to break an arm breaking that guy. But here we go with Tony. He stays low on the ball when he breaks. There you go, moving up at the end.
Well, that's that old snooker background where they put the cue on their chin.
Exactly. He's got a groove in his chin, actually. He's been playing so long, I think. I don't think he was born with that groove, Jerry. He's not like one of those Kirk Douglas grooves.
Right. Yeah, it's not a cleft, is it?
It's not a cleft. So is he going to bank this across the corner? Yes, indeed.
Like it had eyes.
Beautiful, beautiful shape right around the 9 there for that 3 ball.
He just feels his cue speed. It's just amazing.
Yeah, and he's got that beautiful open bridge, snooker open bridge.
Yeah.
So an interesting thought, actually, how the snooker player has that open bridge. I don't think he wants to cover the line of the cue to the ball because it's such a big table. I think the closed bridge was developed by the Americans because they were playing always straight pool, and they would play little short shots all the time, so it wasn't really an issue. Look at that beautiful combination, Jarrett. Oh, sorry, Karen.
Yep.
And we are 2-0. 2-1. What am I saying? 2-1.
And he'll have to gather the balls up now, put them back in the triangle. Told you this wouldn't take too long. These games are going quickly.
They sure are. We still haven't seen a run out, though, have we?
No.
Oh, maybe that was one, was it?
That doesn't count.
Doesn't count?
There's still balls on the table.
Ah, it's true, too.
If you think that counts, ask Earl Strickland's insurance agency.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That was one of their little loopholes in the paying Earl his $1 million.
Yeah, he was supposed to win $1 million for running 10 straight racks, and he won 10 straight games. His opponent never came to the table, but the insurance company that wrote that bond for that $1 million said he didn't run the balls. He made combinations. He made them on the break. That's not a run. Of course, the lawyers finally convinced the insurance company otherwise, but there was a
It's amazing how
settlement.
It's amazing how tight your contract has to be. I bet you any other future contract will include that proviso that making the 10 or the 9 on the break counts as a run out.
I don't know that you'll see it again, though, after that. I mean, what are the odds on someone running 10 straight racks of 9-ball? I mean, we see 4-packs, 5-packs, sometimes a 6-pack, but 10?
Actually, interestingly enough, Jerry, he ran 11 racks.
Yeah, he did.
As a matter of fact. And of course, my favorite story about that is Johnny Archer was playing Bustamante, and they were playing a race to 13.
Right.
And Johnny broke, and all Bustamante did was rack for him.
Yeah.
And then, of course, 13 racks Johnny ran in competition. And of course, when he was done, Bustamante came up and said, well, let's do it again and double the bet.
Yeah.
And that takes courage.
Yeah. And there's an old story about Buddy Hall, who was playing a race to 7 for some hard cash. And Buddy broke and ran 7 racks. And the fella said, well, let's do it again, but I need the 8-ball. And Buddy said, I can't give you the 8. I don't know how you play. I haven't seen you play.
Look at that shot.
What a shot.
Can we see it? What's he got going here? I think he's a little...
Well, he's hurt himself.
A little bit. He got unlucky. But there's a nice kick save here, Jerry. If he can hit that well, he can snooker it behind that 7-ball.
Yes, he
and
can.
I'm sure he's thinking that. He won't be hitting this too hard. You can be assured. There you go. Well, that's safe enough. I don't think he snookered it.
Yeah, but he's prevented him from doing any lasting damage.
Exactly. He's going to send this cue ball way down. No, he went that way too, didn't he?
He wanted to slide. Yeah, he wanted to slide behind that 7 and got nowhere close.
Exactly. I think he wanted to create distance between the cue ball and the 2 with that, and send the cue ball all the way down here, maybe behind that 3. But here we go. Why should I second guess him? I'm sitting here in the commentator's booth.
Another tough shot.
Oh, he's playing safe too, Jared. And he got it too. Beautiful safe too. You love to get kissing up against the ball you're behind. There's no better safe than that.
I tell you, this is my favorite part of the game. I love watching these guys do these safety wars because it just proves to me how skillful they are, their ability to hide that cue ball.
And kick safe back. That's a wonderful thing that Siegel brought to the game, I think.
Yeah.
And that's why they call him Captain Hook. But Efren learned very quickly from that. So did Perica, because the Philippines mastered it. Every one of them is part of their arsenal to kick safe.
Dennis laid his cue across the rail where he'd like his cue ball to show up after this shot. Cheated the pocket to get that shape. Now, I do believe his problem is coming right here. He's got to get shape on this 4-ball so that the 10 doesn't interfere with the shot. He needs that cue ball to come off the rail. That's really well done.
And he's got natural shape to the 5.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably play it in the side. Or he could go forward and play in this opposite side, I think, too, and then get a natural run onto the 6-ball. 6-ball, he has an option of pockets.
Yeah, I think that's his only obstacle right now, is getting shape on that 6.
Yeah, this is his key ball right here, making the 4 to get to the 5, to get to the 6. Oh, he's drawing it back and out. Now there's a thought. That's perfect too. Now he's got to come off that rail with a little power draw here. A little power spin. I don't think he'll mess with the 9-ball side. I think he'll cross over if he's got the angle. He's looking at it. He doesn't like that 9-ball.
You know, Dennis's stroke is so pure that to get a lot of distance with his cue ball, he doesn't need to hit it hard. His stroke is just so clean that it imparts all the force to the cue ball. To the cue ball.
I think he's thinking he's too straight to go off the rail to the other side of the table. I think he's looking at coming up. Oh, we can't see it there. Yeah, that's the way he went. That was the right way to go, I think. No interference going that way.
And he'll just roll forward for the 7-ball.
And a natural 8 in the side, natural 9 in the corner, and two rails, or 1 rail. Yeah, 2 rails off the ball, off the 9, straight into the 10.
Oh, they sure make it look easy. Now he's going to have to go 2
yeah,
rails
he
and
came
out.
a little longer than he wanted to here, but he'll do it. You know.
Oh, he's fine. They love this 2-rail position shot.
Exactly.
Look at this.
Perfect all the way around.
Golly.
And again, 2 rails, naturally back, always in line for the ball. That's the secret of this game, folks. It's playing in line to the ball rather than crossing the line of the ball.
Beautiful.
Just like that. Naturally going towards the object ball.
Well, we're 1 stroke of the cue away from a tied game. There we go, 2-2. Would like to take a moment to mention some of our other sponsors. BCA Pool League is one of those sponsors. Aramith, the Belgian billiard ball. Poison Cues, Diamond Billiard Products. Those are the tables we're playing on here, the diamond table, covered with Simonis tournament blue cloth. And since that cloth came out a couple of years ago, the players have just fallen in love with it.
Yeah, it's very natural to play on the eyes. It's easy on the eyes, as they say. The color, and then and also the balls pop off it.
Yeah, it reflects a lot more light than the old green.
Yeah, Diamond actually did a study with Adobe, the Photoshop people. You probably have heard of them mostly as the software developer for that program. But they also know a lot about color. Big power break there, but nothing with injury. Tony's out of his seat and ready to go. But Adobe found out that this was the best color you could get for not only playing pool, but watching on television. So that's a little bit of the history of how we've got this cloth color.
Yeah, and Greg Sullivan, the founder and owner of Diamond Billiard Products, was a part of that project.
Exactly. And Diamond really does pay attention. They love their tables. The players love them. And they've really put a dent in the professional market for table sales. And now they're in the domestic market too. So
yeah, they've come out with a line of furniture-grade home tables now.
Exactly. That played very well. Played just you can't tell the difference. There's another combination.
I think we're going to see that 10-ball disappear. It's a big pocket.
Oh.
It's down. Drago back out in the lead.
Indeed.
3-2 in our race to 11.
Nice shot of the arena there. It's a little early in the day, but there's a lot of matches going on in the BCA Pool League this afternoon. All these team players are in here. There's like 7,000 players out there, Jerry.
Yeah.
250 diamond tables, mostly bar tables, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And come night time, when these players get over, this makes a great audience for the Predator International 10-ball.
We mentioned, of course, that Tony Drago is from Malta. If you've never been to Malta, you owe it to yourself to go. It's one of the most beautiful places I have ever seen. We were there last year for the Moscone Cup, and it is simply gorgeous over there. And the food, you'll put on some pounds in Malta.
Or kilos, actually, they put on over there, Jerry. They put on kilos in Malta, they don't put on pounds.
Oh, that's true.
And it's worse. It's not so bad because you only put on 2 kilos instead of 4.5 pounds. So it's not so bad, actually. But it is a beautiful country right there off the coast of Tunisia and the Mediterranean.
Yep.
I haven't had the honor of being there, but I've been close. And I know that part of the world quite well. A great place to go if you love swimming and beaches and all that thing.
Yeah, they have a lot of scuba diving off of Malta.
Beautiful clear water.
And they have a casino that was built in 1863 as the Palace of the Prince out on a peninsula of land. And it's an amazing building. The architecture is just gorgeous.
Wow, I did not know that. I thought Las Vegas invented the casino, or Monte Carlo.
Well, I didn't say that Malta invented it.
No,
I said they had one.
No, but it sounds like they invented it with 1869. My goodness. That's like a long time ago. That's before you were born, Jerry. Just
barely.
Just
barely.
Yeah. I think he left himself a little short on this. But can he get to the 2? Or will he play safe here? I know him. He'll try and cut this ball in if he's got any kind of chance of getting to that 2 ball.
Yeah, that's the problem. The problem is really not making the shot. It's getting to the 2. I don't see any advantage in making this shot. I'd play safe.
Yeah, he's got to pull it round. Yeah, I think he's playing safe. Makes sense. But he's tempted though because there is a little window between that 5 and the 10 ball to get to that 2.
Yeah, but the cue ball's got to be hit with speed.
Yeah, he's got to throw it around there.
These fellas are not going to make a shot if they can't make the next one.
Exactly. No, he's just playing a simple safe. Look at all those blockers he's got there to blind poor Tony. He'll go 2 rails also. Kick underneath this 1 ball. Oh. That works.
Yeah, that's that kick safe you were talking about.
Exactly. I think you can just clip the edge of it, though. You'll see another safe here, ladies and gentlemen. Will he kick from underneath it? A lot of players, even though they can kick this, they can actually see this. A pro shot is to kick underneath it, that one. Because then, yeah, he's looking at it now. Even though he can hit it, it's better to kick it because the cue ball goes one way and the 1 ball goes the other.
Yeah, but in this particular instance, I think he's just going to slide off the side and come behind that wall of blockers with the cue ball.
He could. But we'll see. No. See, there you go.
Did kick it.
Yeah, that was. And it worked.
It did indeed.
The kick safely in action, ladies and gentlemen.
Tony once again. Oh, he's going to go airborne. He's brought out shorty.
Yeah, the audience loves this shot.
He's going to beat that tip to death with that chalk.
It's a very hard tip. Did you hear that? It was like,
yeah,
it's like clicking, clicking, clicking. I don't know if you heard that at home, folks, but
most jump cue tips these days are made of phenolic resin.
Yeah, rather than leather, because they need it hard. And he's left them. Again, the 2 ball is not easy. He's really got to play his speed. He really got to pay attention to the speed here.
Yeah, the roll is critical. Making the ball is only half the shot.
Exactly. And he's in trouble, I think.
Yeah, I think he is too.
Oh, can't see the ball here.
Well, I don't know. That 6 ball may have gotten out of his way.
Yeah, he can cut this. And he's got a natural to the 3. Even if he bumps into the 5 or...
And it's a 2-way shot. I expect him to make it, but should he miss it,
he's got
he'll be
lots of
safe.
blockers. Yeah. Yeah, he's going to cut this one. You can tell. Nice camera work from Mr. Stefan. And he hit that 5 just like I thought. Now, where's our 4 ball, Jerry? Right out in the middle.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, right.
It's right on the no balls around it. He's natural to it.
It'll be good in good shape for the 4. I don't know about
Well,
that
that
5 ball, though. That's a
nasty.
problem.
Big problem. It does go in the top corner.
Yeah.
In the top right-hand corner, screen corner of the screen. He can get through it, or he can. Yep, he wants. If he can get all the way around after he gets to the position for the 4 to get to the 5 in that top corner, that's his objective right now. Yeah, he can do it from there for sure.
Yes, he can. He can go right up against the side rail, come back out, and take that 5 in the upper corner.
He threw a touch of left English on it. A little more, please, a little more, he said.
Oh, for Dennis, that's okay.
This is okay, but he might bump into that 9, which could interfere with his 6, so he's got a little, gotta be, it isn't a cinch, or is it, oh, it goes on the side, excuse me, Jerry, it just might go on the side here.
Well, if it does, it fools me. But you're right, that's what he appears to be aiming up.
Check it, he's down there looking. Yeah, it goes in the side. Watch it, and you get right through to that 6. Perfect. Now you'll go through that hole again to get to the 7. That little window he's got there without touch between the 8 and the 9. Or he might push forward and just bump the 9, but he did, yeah. He'd never touch a ball unless you have to. That's the name of this game, folks.
Come out 2 rails for the 8 ball in the side.
Follow it forward, the 8 for the 9 in the opposite corner over there, and you got 3 straight balls for position. There's nothing nicer. There's nothing nicer than that, ladies and gentlemen. As Buddy Hall once said, don't play position if you already have position.
That's right. Well, we knew this one was going to be tight, and it looks like it's going to be close all the way through. It's now going to be 3-3.
With no one getting ahead of it at all. 1-1 with nip and tuck, Jerry.
Dennis made a name for himself in the Philippines, where the entire nation is full of great pool players, by not being afraid of playing anyone. He just would take on all comers.
Including Efren.
Including Efren. He's never backed down from a player.
But he used to be a fisherman, didn't he? Was that Dennis, or am I getting confused with?
You've got me on that one. I don't know.
I think he used to be. Maybe my memory tells me that he used to be a fisherman. That's how he made his money, per se, to support his family, and he compensated that with a little $2 9 ball over there. But he is the heart of a giant. So does, a lot of the Filipino players do. They've got this natural heart. Like Alex, he's probably the best money player around right now because of that heart. Oh my goodness.
Oh my.
What happened there? And he's going to get lucky. He gave him this, sorry old chap. That's what happens when you live in England for a while, Jerry. Tony now lives there, and he just said to him, sorry old chap. I saw his lips move. That's what he said, sorry old chap.
He's living in England now?
He primarily, again, he's another suitcase creature, you know, but he makes his home in England, yeah, in London.
Let's see, you've got your choice between living in paradise
In
or
Malta.
living in a rainforest. I think I'd have chosen paradise.
Yeah, takes all sorts. I guess when you're used to the paradise, you know, London becomes a paradise too.
Yeah, right.
I left there. Well, actually, I'm from Glasgow, but originally, but I've been in Los Angeles for 30 years, and that's as close as I can get to paradise. We don't like the rain. And how's our kick safe?
Watch that
careful.
pocket.
Perfect.
Oh
it
boy!
dropped
Now,
in.
what? This is a strange little turn of events because Tony missed that shot and wound up getting paid for it.
That's right. That's the nature of the beast. He knows to take that in his stride. He's going to shake that off. That's not going to bother Dennis. Don't you worry about it. Well, let's see what kind of problems Tony has here. Perfect shape here.
I really want to study Dennis's break the next time he's up there because he keeps pushing that 10 ball over toward the corner pocket.
That's
He's got to be doing something different because I haven't seen that all week.
he's taking his time here, Jerry.
Odd. And it, it kind of concerns me because when you take a player out of their natural rhythm,
Yeah.
problems can come up.
I think he wants to get pretty much near straight on that 7 ball. And this isn't. Yeah, okay, he's good. And then he can draw back from the 8.
Oh, he made the 10.
Oh, the 10 was hanging in the hole. I guess
Yeah.
we missed that, Jerry.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. There's a combination there. That too busy talking about paradise. You got me wandering, Jerry.
Go get your ticket to Malta.
Actually, when in 1969, I was crew on a yacht in the Aegean, and our final position, our final port of call was going to be Malta. And the next thing is, the 47-foot auxiliary sailboat that I was on lost the power of the motor, and we had to go back to the port of Athens, Piraeus, and that was the end of my little crew experience. It was
Well,
cut short.
I'm an old sailor, and I've never been on a sailboat with a motor. I know the big ones have them, but when we go down to the Caribbean and charter yachts, we never turn the motor on.
That's exactly what I said to this guy. I said, you know, you're American. What did Columbus do? How did he get to America without a motor? And we're having a problem getting to Malta.
Yeah, I don't understand that, really.
But he was a little concerned with the idea that, and it was interesting because, as you know, a lot of the bigger sailboats, 47-footers, will use their motor just to get in and out of the, you know, the keys, to get to the.
And the marinas that they build today
Exactly.
are awfully tight,
Right.
but you can still do it.
These guys were a little concerned, and I understand that, but that was my little Malta story, Jerry. It's as close as I ever got.
That's one of the worst Malta stories I've ever heard.
Well, it wasn't paradise for me, that's for sure. But hey, I'm young enough to get there, Jerry. Maybe after this we'll both take a trip over there. Go get your girlfriend. Go get your wife. I'll go get Vicky, and we'll take a trip to Malta. What do you think?
Let's do it.
And if Tony wins, we'll do it on his day.
You know, we could charter a boat out of Rome, go down to Sicily for a few days, spend a couple of days in Palermo, sail over to
See your
Malta.
relatives. Say hello to your relatives.
Yeah, the
Jerry.
Don. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, the amount of publicity we're giving Malta here, we should maybe get them to send to pay
I'm
our
sorry.
ticket.
I don't mean to rattle on. I just love the place.
It's true.
Well, Dennis has a problem here. pushing. On the push out, by the way, you only have this option as on the shot after the break, and you can put that cue ball anywhere you wish, and then the opponent has the option of accepting the shot or turning it back over to you.
And that was one of the most beautiful shots of the match so far, right there, ladies and gentlemen. You were talking about their safety play, Jerry.
It's something.
That is it.
Well, you know, amateurs, when they play position, they play for an area. And they think the pros do too. And sometimes on many shots, that's all you need just to play for an area. These guys can put that ball on a dime.
Exactly. I once got a lesson from a pro, actually, and that's what he said. He says, I want your position zone to be a little more finite. Mm-hmm. You're working within a square foot. Let's start working within 3 square inches.
There
and
you
it
go.
Changed my game. It really did improve it when I tightened up my position.
And you haven't played since.
Actually, I did have a 2-year hiatus, but
watch out.
That was not expected.
Yep, and you know, these diamond tables, one of the things that makes them a professional grade table and so tough is they have what's called a deep shelf in that pocket. You've got to get that ball inside the pocket for it to drop. It's not just going to roll in for you.
There we go. He got outside that 5 ball there. He was. Make sure you can hit that. Now this is a walk in the park. There's no foreseeable problems for Dennis here.
Should have it made. And guess what that'll do?
It'll
tie us up again.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't we just go ahead and mark the score up to 10 each and have at it?
No, I'm having too much fun here myself watching this, Jerry. And of course, working with you is such a pleasure too. We've always talked about doing something together. It's funny, it turned out to be this.
Yeah.
So we've known each other for many a year now.
Let's not go there.
Yeah, exactly.
Too many years.
2 years.
Yeah, there we go. Just met Dave last week.
That's right. What's your name again?
My. Such pure pool.
Yep, he'll come out here, right behind that 10 ball, exactly.
And you know, most players would have a problem here with the 8. The 8 becomes very large on this shot.
It does. He's going to go between the 8 and the 6, I think. Or actually, I
he
think
could draw out.
He could do that too. Between the 8, yeah, there you go, just like that. I think they were a great believer in if you've got a rail, use it.
Sure, it really helps you refine your speed.
It does, and it's always natural that way. It's always. Oh, now he's a little straight. He didn't want to be quite this straight. But I've seen his draw shot.
No, he can draw it a mile.
And even if he hits the rail, it still comes out. He's in good shape. He does not want to get straight in on that 6 ball.
I don't think he's got the angle to cheat the pocket and come forward, so he's going to have to draw back.
I think he is, Jerry. I think you're right. Yep, there it is. And that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect.
We had a bit of an amusing incident in the room the other night. One player broke his rack, and he scratched. The other fella came up, took the ball out of the pocket, started running balls. He was doing great, fast and loose around the table, ball after ball falling away. Got down to the 8 ball.
Where's the 10 ball?
Said, where's the 10 ball? The 10 ball had gone on the break as well, and nobody had pulled it up. So
isn't that funny?
they had to re-rack and start the game over.
I hope the player got the credit. Okay, did you say he scratched on the break?
Yeah, he
Oh,
scratched.
so that's right. So they had to start all over again. Yeah, I knew that's where that story had to be going.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's the 10 ball?
We're tied at 4. We're down to a race to 7.
Actually, AccuStats is a match on tape where one of the blooper tapes where nobody made a ball on the break and they kept shooting. I think it was Mike Massey.
I do remember that Pat Fleming telling me about it.
I think maybe it was Jimmy Mattia. Actually, he made a ball on the break. Nobody, he didn't. The ball went in the pocket and jumped back out of the pocket and sat there, and he just kept on shooting, and no one noticed it.
Yeah.
I remember the Mike Massey story too. That was funny actually. What Mike Massey did was he was looking at shape. He broke and made a ball, and then he had looking at the one ball. He was on the one ball with a cue ball, and he was trying to. It was kind of tricky to get to the two balls. So he said, "How am I going to do this?" And then they were there so long, he actually picked up the cue ball and moved it just about an inch, and nobody
caught it.
Nobody said it. It was like he had ball in hand or something. So
well,
how's that break?
I was just studying that, and he hits the cue ball about a tip below center and hits the one ball square.
And look where the 10 ball is.
And
it's definitely in that direction.
10 ball keeps floating over toward the corner, and I've seen other players use that same break, and it hasn't gone to the corner for them.
Yep.
He's just putting a lot of chi in it.
I guess so. Look at the other balls too, Jerry. They're all, I mean, the majority of the balls are past the side pocket.
Yeah.
He's really, look at that. And he's got. That looks like you should be looking at the one on the spot. That's the other end of the table. You're looking at right there, and he's going for this combination. It's kind of natural.
Yeah, but combos are always tough.
Oh, Dr. Field Dennis Orcollo. Tricky two ball here, Jerry.
Oh, he's got to have an acute slice on that two ball.
He may actually if he passes that side pocket, he may come around to two more rails. Try to even bump it out. Because he's got it. Oh no, I'm looking at the wrong cue ball here. I thought that 9 ball is the cue ball. I thought that was the cue ball. So he's got less of an angle than I thought.
I've seen that done too, by the way, where players will mistake the 9 ball for the cue ball and actually hit it.
There you go. Yeah, he'll put a little inside on this and kill it off the cue, off the rail. Yep, he's in good shape, Jerry.
Beautiful, beautiful work. And really, the rest of the table is not that much of a problem.
They may have a problem with this 8 ball, Jerry, coming back off the rail to get to that 4 in the side. He's looking at that angle because he has to stay flat. Normally, he'd come back, and he's looking at that. He doesn't want to hit the 8 here.
I think he's going to spin around it. Nope, he killed it and came back up straight.
I don't think he had the option to do that. But the good news is he can cut this in from here. He's going to hit the 7, and he's going to have to watch what that 7 does so it doesn't interfere with his next ball. 6. There you go. He's looking good. He's looking good.
This is not the easiest shot I've ever seen, though.
No, it's not, but he can make it. He didn't get interference.
I don't remember but one missed shot from that being that one ball from Drago this entire match. Everything else has gone in.
That's right. Good point, Jerry. And even their safes, I mean, have been pretty much on the ball too. He would love to be just about where he is right now with the cue ball when he's done with his shot.
But with his power, he can draw it just about anywhere down on that end of the table. He wants it.
Yeah, he may even end up above the 9, but I'm sure he just got to make sure he doesn't get into that side pocket. There you go. He's up there. If he can go behind the one, it's perfect. Now that worked too. That's a good enough angle to spin down there.
I was going to say, does he have the angle?
I think he does. You can almost draw it down.
Oh, yeah.
This, draw and spin. Yeah.
Look at the spin he put on that ball.
Yeah. In natural shape for the 10. And what's our score, Jerry?
Well, Orcollo now enjoys a very slim 5-4 lead.
As if we didn't call it earlier.
Yeah.
So, if it all goes according, well, he's breaking there. That's the difference. So he did break Tony's serve. No, that's right. No. Did he break Tony's serve there? Did Tony break that last round? No, he didn't.
No, because we were talking about Orcollo's break.
Right, yeah. And we'll see what it goes this time. Apparently that's...
Well, I'd be willing to make a little wager with you that it slides toward that corner pocket.
Yeah, it's consistent. That's interesting. He did touch the ball after the break. And Tony did mention, after he took the rack off it rather.
You know, Tony's too much of a gentleman to hassle anybody over a trivial rule like that.
I agree. On both counts, it is a trivial rule too. And Tony definitely is a gentleman.
Yeah.
There it goes. Look at that, Jerry.
10.
Straight for the corner pocket. And so did the cue ball.
I think Orcollo's learned something about the 10-ball break that other people just don't know yet.
That's right. And he's going to use it in a normal encounter because where the 10-ball counts on the break. So he's keeping his stroke with that one.
Tony Drago decides to push out. And so Orcollo has the option. He's not fond of putting anyone back in. I've seen him do it, but if he's got any opportunity at grabbing a safe,
he's going to take it, and he's got one up here. But is that the 3 and the 2 up there, Jerry?
Yeah.
Tucked together.
Yeah.
Because he can, I think he can bank this one ball, just sliver it past the 9. But can he control the cue ball to get to that 2, or will he just play the cue ball behind those balls?
He doesn't really need a shot to make the 2. If he can get a shot on it, he can play a great safety.
There you go.
He went safe here.
And he didn't. I think he may be short, Jerry.
Looks like.
Oh,
well, he is short.
Oh, we have an error. One of the very few. 10 ball.
10 ball
oh, my
goes.
Goodness. Oh, my goodness. That was a major error, wasn't it? He really left that.
Take advantage.
Yes, indeed. And that's exactly what Tony did.
And just like that, we're tied at 5.
5-5. That was definitely an error in judgment on Dennis's part there, because he did not take into consideration that 10 ball was dangling.
Mm-hmm.
That was a gift, and Tony gratefully accepted it. Is it lining up those lasers? Yeah, he's got to have the laser. It's only on one end of the rack. He's looking for it. He's checking side to side there to see that it's lined up. Very interesting innovation, actually. Okay, let's see where Tony's 10 ball ends up.
Yeah, I'm
He's
really
taking from the
curious.
same place. Doesn't even move. See that?
Yeah.
That's interesting. And he has a shot on the 1, but I don't think he's going to take it. I think we're looking at safe here.
You know, the way that
Nice
10 ball
cut.
moves to the corner on Orcollo's rack, it's almost like there is a crack in the balls on that side to provide a weak opening for that 10 ball to get out.
Huh, exactly. Speaking of weak, I think he's done this too. I think he's left Dennis a little option here. I know he's a one-pocket player too if he's Filipino, so he could definitely get an option to maybe. You can't see it straight and he can bank it. It looks like maybe he was jacked up a little bit. Maybe it's not as obvious as you can see here. Doesn't that look like you can see that from our point of view, Jerry?
Well, it does, but it looks a lot different at the table.
Exactly. It's very interesting. So bear with us, folks. We're not quite sure here whether he can make this or not. We'll soon find out.
He doesn't seem comfortable with the shot that he wants.
Right. He's got to get enough spin to come out for that 2-ball. Or if he banks it, he's natural to the 2. No, he's
kicking.
Is he really?
Yeah.
I guess he is, Jerry. Yep, indeed.
Decided to opt on the side of safety.
Look at this. Holds it perfectly, sends it down. There's your kick safe. He's making the effort. He's a little short, but it's still distance. The great equalizer. He's in good shape here, but you know, Tony likes this.
And Tony's a snooker player.
Yeah.
He's used to playing games on 12-foot tables.
Exactly.
This 9-footer's not.
Look at that. Straight down the middle, folks.
It's one thing I love about the snooker players. They can make a shot from anywhere.
Yeah. And they look at these pockets as, oh, there was, yes. That was the 3-ball. I guess the 2's gone, Jerry. And now we'll see if Dennis returns the compliment. He's left him a nice long but straight in the whole shot. The interesting thing is getting around the table for that 4, though.
Yeah, and because he has to play position on the 4, if he misses this shot, he could sell out the rack.
Exactly. And he could run into that 7-ball there, it looks like, on the side rail here.
It wouldn't surprise me to see a safety here.
Yep. I would certainly play a safety here because I wouldn't be confident in getting to that 4. He's certainly thinking about it. Yep, he surely did, Jake. And he made a darn good one, too. Jump shot? Nope.
No, Tony would rather kick.
Oh, he clipped the back of it. He wanted to. Oops.
I bet you Dennis makes him pay for this.
He's definitely going to make him pay for this.
You know, we talked about how low Tony Drago gets on the cue. Dennis Orcollo is right down there on top of that cue as well. And that's one of the big differences I see now in the way pool is played from 40 or 50 years ago when people tended to stand up rather tall at the table.
Exactly. Again, I think 40 or 50 years ago there was a lot, mostly straight pool played, and straight pool was a much shorter game.
And you were playing it on a much thicker cloth that required a much firmer stroke, and if you stood up a little bit, you could get a little more muscle into that cue ball.
Very good point, Jerry.
But I have to tell you, I do not miss those days. I love this Simonis cloth.
Oh, absolutely. Makes the game so much more interesting.
Oh, yeah. You don't have near the roll-offs and things like that you used to have.
And you can really get into using that power stroke to send the cue ball.
Yeah.
And power draws.
I remember before we played pool back then, we had to pick the nits off the table.
Yes, I remember that too. So there's still nits on the table now. It's a different definition.
Yeah, but they're holding the cue now.
They're holding the top of the table. he going to go 2 rails here? Is he going to draw it, or is he going to put high on it and go 1 rail? There's all kinds of options.
I would follow this shot.
Yeah,
I would use high.
You'd go high and go 1 rail. I like 2 rails, funnily enough, because I'm back into that in line rather than crossing the line of the ball.
Yeah.
It's definitely an option. And he's going to hit about a diamond away from the corner pocket if he goes the 2 rails. So we'll see. Yeah, he's going to go 2 rails, it looks like.
Cueing it high.
Yep, there you go, a diamond away from the corner pocket. Naturally right into the shot. Yeah, that's the way I like it.
It's done.
And what are we now, 6-5?
6-5, Orcollo.
Nice arena. That's very nice from up here.
Yeah, there's the people have an option of sitting down here around the table or going upstairs and sitting in the sky boxes where they can literally look down on the tables and see every table in the room. It's a great venue for spectators.
Yeah, it's just like a Laker game.
A Laker game?
You heard of the Lakers, Jerry?
No.
You haven't heard of them. I'm not much on the basketball either. I'm an alien myself, but I have had the opportunity to go and see the Lakers from the skybox, and I'll tell you, it was much more interesting than being down on the floor.
Yeah.
But for this game, I like the intimacy. I like to be sitting right on top of them. That's the wonderful things about pool. You really do get close, intimate contact with the players. They're always walking around the room and of the hotel, and they're very approachable. How are you? Sign an autograph. And they really are getting that star attention now. They really are feeling like there's an audience here with that BCA Pool League that just knows who they are, respects who they are, and shows that respect. It's quite comforting for them, for sure.
Tony looking for a place to push. Where can he put this ball where if he gets the shot back, he can do something with it?
Exactly, and not leave Dennis anything, because he's a little, there you go. That's a tricky shot, Jerry, because of the points on the side pocket. To send the cue ball up that area, you've got to be very careful. And there's all kinds of blockers there with the 8, the 3, and the 9.
Yeah, he's got a lot of places to hide if he can get there.
Yeah. Be careful with the points on the side pocket.
And careful that you don't run into that 8 ball and stop.
Unless the 3-9 helps him, yeah. You know one thing, though, he's not going to give this back to Tony.
No.
With his snooker skills. And he can't bank it because of the 4 ball.
Yeah, nothing.
4 balls right in the way for a bank. Could bank it, maybe 2 rails, but that's not a common shot.
He might be able to put enough spin on that ball to bank it, because it does look different at the table than it does to us.
It's true. He doesn't like it for sure.
Yeah, he's not comfortable. And that's a big lesson, too. He got down on the shot. He wasn't comfortable. He doesn't just go ahead with the shot. He stands up and starts over.
I wish I could learn that, Jerry.
Me too. I'm too impatient.
Yeah, he did it slowly and made it. Yeah, he did it with the slow. Let it open up rather than hitting it hard. Beautiful.
Yeah, I play pool way too fast. I'm always trying to get to dinner.
Yeah. Sometimes you lose that lunch money too, Jerry.
Well, like, what's the player's name? Out of Louisiana. Scotty Townsend. Says,
Oh, yeah.
Says, I've never lost at pool, but I have run out of money from time to time.
Uh-oh. Oh, he got away with it. He's in good shape. He'll follow this down. Pound it across the table a little bit.
Yeah, just straight back across.
Right. Go out the road of the 10 there. Yep. Yeah, he's well away from the 10.
Well, if this continues, we could see our first 2-game lead.
I'm betting we will, Jerry. I think the money's on Orcollo to run this out. So it's interesting too, JBet being the sponsor of this event, that gives them something we can't usually do in America is show those sponsors, because they still haven't figured out what's going on with online betting in this country. It's amazing. They have no problems with it in Europe. In fact, last week rather, we had the World Pool Masters sponsored by poker.
Right.
Partypoker.net. So it's quite a phenomenon, isn't it? You do a little bit of yourself, Jerry? You ever bet online poker?
You know, I don't. And, well, actually,
you do all your betting in the stock market.
Not with real money. I do all my betting in the stock market. My problem with poker is that I have absolutely no luck at drawing cards.
Huh.
I can start with pocket kings and wind up with nothing.
Huh. Exactly. Well, it's a phenomenon. People are definitely doing it. And it's, hey, as long as it's like anything else, as long as you keep it fun, keep it within the realms of your expenses, you're in good shape.
Yeah.
Why not do it? I like to watch it. I like to go on and watch it too, and just to see what you can learn.
Just to watch them play.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's where we are on the score now. 7-5, Orcollo over Drago.
We have a 2-game lead for the first time in the match. And with 3 games to go, Tony better win this game. And Orcollo's breaking. And we'll see where the 10 ball goes this time. He didn't make a ball in the break last time. That was interesting. And Tony left not so safe. Orcollo banked into 1 and ran out. He's doing that. He's tightening that up.
Yeah, he doesn't like the way the 1 ball sits, but I just have to wonder why that 10 ball keeps sliding over toward that corner pocket.
He's doing a little
and that's what I'm thinking. He's putting a little crack between the 1 and the ball on the on the left side that's in the row of 2.
Well, I think that's part of the rationale behind not touching the balls after they leave the rack.
Yeah.
Didn't move that time.
Sure didn't.
Did not. That's the closest we've seen to it. And nor did the ball go in. And he's left nothing for poor Tony.
Boy. That happens so often. Drago can hit any ball on the table except the one he needs to hit.
And he's doing another push again. Oh, I don't like this, Jerry. There's just too many things to do here.
Yeah.
This is not wise. Too many things to do here. Just going to sling right off his, right between that, right round behind the 9 ball, Jerry. That's where that cue ball's going. Oh, no.
No, we played it a different way, but that worked. Oh, well, I don't know if it worked or not.
Actually, that did not. I think he can throw this in and I think he
Boy,
can
if I were Dennis, I'd be calling for a referee. I'd want to watch that hit.
Well, I think you can be assured if is it the 5 ball? Let me see, the 3 ball. If that 3 ball moves, it was a bad hit. No.
What was it?
He was trying to make the 3, Jerry.
Yeah, so he must not have had enough of that one
He
ball.
couldn't have made it, exactly. And look what he's done. Hey, I can smell 8-5, Jerry. I hate to be a party pooper here, but I think I can see Orcollo.
I think that was a sellout.
Yep, I can see it. And it's interesting that it's Tony Snookers, of all things, that have cost him the lead.
Yeah. That which should be his biggest strength and advantage in this match.
Exactly.
Well, there's still some work to be done. 3 to the 4, and then the 4 to the 5 is a little tricky.
Yeah, but then it just pounds off this rail. I think he may go. Yep, there you go.
Well, that solves a lot of problems, doesn't it?
Just draw this straight back. I tell you, he might just use the 8 ball here. I don't know, I'm not quite sure. To use the 8 ball to put the 6 in. I think he's, I don't know, he's looking at it now. Maybe.
If it's close enough to the point, that'd be a good thing to do.
Kick it down towards the, make it a hanger. No, he's looking at it like he's got to play it.
Yeah, maybe that 8 ball may be just far enough away from the point of the pocket that your method will not apply.
Yeah. And he's got to get on this 7 so he can get straight back up where he wants to be. He's going to draw back to the position. I don't like drawing back on this shot, Jerry, the rule, because I can overdraw it, and because I want to be almost. He doesn't like it.
Boy, he did not roll that cue ball forward far enough, and
now he's going to have to play the 8 in the top corner here.
Yeah, he's got to change the plan.
And he's got to make sure he gets past that point, because suddenly those points.
Watch out!
He missed it.
That's our second missed shot.
It is indeed. And
one for each player.
Again. He didn't give him the I'm sorry high 5 either. Or maybe he did right there. Look at this shot. And now we've got that problem with that 8 ball.
Tony did raise his hand on that one. He knew that was luck.
He's always the gentleman. He knows the etiquette.
Yeah.
Now he's going to cross bank this, Jerry?
It looks like it goes in the side. No, he did cross bank it.
Oh, but look at the luck is going to return. Oh, no, it's not. I thought he was going to. Oh, that hurts. Is he going to draw back and play this in the side? He's looking at it. That's the simpler way to go here, Jerry.
Yeah.
Although he could draw back off the rail, but that 10 ball gets huge.
I think he could go forward 2 rails and play the 9 in the same corner he's getting ready to play the 8.
He could, but yeah, he could.
But why get fancy when you've got this waiting for you?
And he'll just stop the thing right there. It'll spin back a little bit, and he'll be straight in on the 10. He went forward. You see, just as easy. Gives a little distance, which is always helpful. And now our lead jumps to 8.
Yeah, he's
5.
beginning to stretch it out now.
Exactly. But we do like this because this gives Tony the chance to get motivated. You know, he does like to come from behind. That gets him fired up. And I'll tell you what you might see now, because he's been playing at half his normal speed.
Yeah.
And this just might get, if he runs a rack here,
I think you will see him pick up, because
he'll pick up his pace.
He's got nothing to lose now. He might as well get out there and enjoy himself in free stroke.
Exactly. And we love it when he does that, don't we, folks?
Indeed. Look, Dennis is changing his break.
He's down the middle.
Gone to the center.
He's had two dry breaks, Jerry. That's why.
Yeah.
See where the 10 ball goes this time. Stayed stationary. Hey, it's a good place for it to be.
2 balls gone 3 rails, but the other corner ball went.
There you go.
That's one of the tactics that these players have been using. Those corner balls on the back row tend to go 3 rails and then back into the same corner from which they came.
It's amazing they can do that without other balls getting in the way of it. Let's look at here again. We have 5 balls pretty much past the side pocket lines. Yeah, he wants to be on the other side of this 2 ball. Because he's playing for the 4. Now he's going to have to go 2 rails on this between the 10 and the 9. I think. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's what it looks like. Oh, maybe he's going inside. Maybe he's going to put a little. Yeah, 2 rails, but he just went 1. That's right. Good point. As he would have maybe bumped into that 5 had he hit any harder. Oh, the 4, excuse me. Oh, wait a minute. I'm colorblind. That's what's going on here.
I have trouble with it. 4 and 5.
4 and 5. I can't, in fact, if you're whoever's listening out there, I really don't understand why the 4 and the 5 are changed. They changed the color of the 4 to pink from purple. I know the purple was hard to differentiate between the 8 ball, but they didn't make it any better, did they, Jerry? They didn't make it any clearer when they changed the colors of the balls. Oh my goodness, that's
Well,
2.
suddenly the wheels are beginning to come off here.
Well, you know why. Filipinos do not like to use the bridge, Jerry.
That's true.
They like to stretch all the way over the table, have a 3-foot shaft hanging over the edge of the table rather than use a bridge. Now, Tony, on the other hand, you could look at his
Has snookered himself. He was trying to solve the problem of that tie-up in the middle of the table, and he's created one even bigger.
But he's blanked it good. There's look out.
Scratch.
Oh my goodness. That hurts. And Dennis is on the hill, ladies and gentlemen. Unless he gets one of those uncharacteristic errors that he's just done in the last 2 racks. He missed a 7 ball and he missed that ball, Jerry.
No, he won't be on the hill because we're racing to 11 today.
Oh, we are. We moved up to 11. Excuse
Yeah, we
me.
did that just to surprise you.
Well, it certainly did. It worked. Au natural, Jerry.
Well, Drago really has nothing to lose now.
Yeah. He's got to let go and let fire.
And he needs to be extremely aggressive, which is his natural style.
And we love to see him do that too.
Yeah.
We love to. There's been some uncharacteristic errors that have made this gap in the score here. I'm very surprised actually. Even Dennis has made some errors there. He got lucky. That's exactly what happened to him. Because when he missed, he left Tony out.
Well, with the 2 misses from Dennis, I'm a little surprised that he hasn't called for a break. You know, just to go out, wash his hands for a minute, collect himself.
Exactly.
And put that out of his mind.
Right, and here he goes from the center of the table again, or thereby. Cue ball.
Watch out. What a fortunate kick. That 2 ball kicked the 9 ball in from up table.
Really? The ball, look at the balls that are up table. It's amazing. Even the 10 ball got kicked up to the opposite corner from where it usually ends up. So the final 32 players we're down to now, or thereby, and that goes to 11, huh? They race to 11 rather than the usual 10. Ah,
yes.
I should have read the memo, Jerry.
We slid it under your door. I don't know why you didn't get it. You know, that's such good decision making. He didn't try to get real close to the 2-ball. He was willing to settle for what the table would give him.
Let's get on the right side of it, which he did. Now he can draw back with this 3-ball, which is right where his cue is, as you can see. And he's got, oh, he missed it. Look at 10-ball, help.
Another miss from Dennis.
Wasn't he? That was the hard one, though. I can understand that miss. The other 2 balls, I'm surprised he missed. But this one, and here we have a natural draw off the rail right into the 3-ball. Let's see Tony. Oh, he went forward. What a shot. He's looking for that 310, Jerry. Or is he? What a shot.
I don't know if the 3 goes by, he'll play the 3.
I'll bet he's on the 10. Oh my goodness. Look at he just did, Jerry. But did he get safe? No.
Yeah, I think he did get safe. There's the hand saying, I'm sorry.
Wow. Yeah, he took that 10-ball for granted. His usual 2-stroke. He's getting fired up. Now we have a shot. Oh, no, we don't. Look at this.
Well, but you know what? If he comes off that rail thin with some right-hand English, he could spin that cue ball.
Oh, good God, get out of there. We don't want him to hand it away. Oh, my goodness, what have we got here?
We've got a 310 here.
And he has. Look at he's smiling as usual. He's 2 shots in a row. He just was unbelievable bad luck.
Now we have a man standing on the hill looking down.
Indeed, what is it, 10-6?
10-5.
10-5, excuse me. 10-5. That's.
We were tied neck and neck all the way until 5 apiece, and since then it's been the Dennis show.
And it has. And the good news is he's been fortunate to get there, Jerry.
Yeah, he's gotten some rolls off those misses.
He sure has. This is, as somebody once said, this is the only game in the world you can play perfect and lose. Just stuff happens in this game, it's true. Well, the good news is both these guys are loser sides, so Tony's definitely not out of the tournament. Now, where's Dennis going to break from this time? Winner's bracket.
We're down to the final 32. It's single elimination.
Oh, goodness, I got to read the memos, Jerry.
You do. You need to keep up.
I do.
Yeah,
I have to go to bed before dawn.
Tony will be on his way back to Malta.
Oh, my goodness. Maybe, well, we're not going on his dime then, Jerry. I thought it was a possibility.
Another dry break for Dennis.
Let's see what Tony can do here. He has a shot. He has a shot on the 1, Jerry. And the 2. Don't try the combo in that pocket. Yeah, he knows not to do that. There you go. He's on this side of it. Yeah. He's stroking it now.
Yes, he is.
Oh, he's slow there. He's my goodness, he's thinking.
I think that may have been a bit of Tony's problem in this match, in that he changed his pace.
It's true. It's just not his natural pace, and it's cost him. He just never got a chance. You know, so it's that too. You know, he got some unfortunate rolls that he'll be talking about all the way back to Malta. But yeah, again, I don't hear the fat lady singing either, Jerry. You know, I've seen this guy put 4 together, 5 together.
Oh, sure.
And he's definitely looking good right here to do it in this round. Oh, no. That was too
that
dangerous.
was risky.
Oh, that's a... Look at the pace of this. And there's the old 2-stroke, Jerry. He's back.
Yeah. Marching around the table.
2.
10-6.
We want this to be a little bit more of a fight. Come on, Tony, let's go. And the good news is he's not taking a break. A lot of players, when they win the first rack, and then in a while, they're going to take a walk outside and wash their hands, get centered, but not Tony. He's ready to rock. His laser rack's upside down. Isn't that part of the product contract? You got to have the rack on the right side up, Jerry. Foul, the rack's upside down. There he goes. Aha!
Drago making one final charge. And we shall see if he can pull this one out. It would be a great comeback.
He's breaking from the side.
Yeah.
Hardly a spread at all.
I didn't hear anything drop.
Nothing. He's got the one. He's left the 1-9 combination, I think that is. If he chooses to go for it. And the good news is that 6 balls right there to sideboards, as we say, to enable that 9 to go in. I think he's going to go for this, Jerry. Oh, wait a minute, I'm upside down again. Excuse me, folks. I'm thinking that 9 ball is the cue ball. So I think we're going to have a safety coming up right now. Wants to get between the 3 and the 10 with the cue ball.
Don't you know he'd like to put Drago just in jail now, tie him up completely.
The 3 and the 10, and he's left. Oh my goodness!
What a shot!
And look at that shot, gentlemen. He's on. Look at that 110 combination, ready to rock.
Yeah, if he doesn't hit this one, it's over.
And he didn't do either.
It's over.
It's over. But he missed the last one. No, he made the last one, didn't he, Jerry? He did make the combination.
Yeah, he's not going to miss this one.
Yeah.
Well, Tony, you gave it your best shot, but out of your pace.
Boom. No doubt about it.
It's done. Dennis Orcollo has sent Tony Drago home by the score of 11-6. What started out to be a very tight match turned into a rout. And Orcollo really showed his stuff. David, I've really enjoyed it, my friend. We need to do this again.
Anytime, Jerry. It was marvelous for me too. I really enjoyed it. And it was a great match, and as much for the first half of it too. You couldn't have asked for better pool, really.
That's right.
And then a little error started, and then the fortune went the other way, and that's all she wrote, folks. So I'll talk to you next time, Jerry. Thanks again, guys.
Indeed. Folks, stay with us. We've got a lot more pool coming your way from Las Vegas, Nevada. It's the Predator International 10-Ball Championship, brought to you by Predator Qs, jbetpoker.net, and Ozone Billiards. Play in the zone. We'll see you soon.